Hello, welcome back. My name is Sandsandal, and this is Let's Play the Guild 3. Now, in last episode, we actually managed to migrate our entire family to the new location, which is settled in Visby, Newtown. Yes, it's called Newtown. I actually think Newtown is a quote-unquote walled city town, quote. And the reason for that, or why I think that, is because you might be able to build tier 2 buildings inside here. How I can check that out is if I find the warehouse, which is locked because I don't have any more building slots. And let's fix that. There you go. Now we have a couple more building slots. Let's check if we can, and we can't afford it. So let's wait for that. Actually, let's slow down a bit. Turn off all these useless notifications. And boop, done. And turn off all these useless information tabs. And we're waiting for 6k gold. Now what we'll do is we'll send most of our children to our new thing, which is the House of Herbs. And they're going to be collecting some of that sweet, sweet wild rose. And the reason for that is, or why we're switching up, is because, wait, what the hell's going on? Why are they? That's just, no, stop it. Head home. All of you, head home. Head home. That's just stupid. I'm actually interested in seeing where the heck they are. She doesn't have anything in the inventory. What will she drop? Let's see if we can get our goddamn horse on top of that. Essentials. No riding horses. Let's send them all home, okay? So I wanna just deal with my family so everybody is going to the appropriate house and go home. We'll be liquidating most of our assets over here and focusing most of our assets on our next building, which will be the canal number 5, or quote-unquote House of Herbs. And the reason for that is because we can make Spirit of Wine here. Hooray! And Spirit of Wine is super strong. It's basically flax, just it gives you more money, double your money basically. And so that means instead of making about like, say like 5k profit a year, we'll make 10k. So it's a pretty good idea. We should really be doing this. I should have been doing this all along. And this also unlocks the ability to get ourselves, since we just upgraded rank, let's get ourselves another one, and another one. There you go. I'm planning at least to do is to remove all these buildings here and sell them off. I know they're pretty good profit, honestly. But the reason why I kind of want to just get rid of them is because I want to liquidate this entire assets here, especially since I can be making way more money. And it's just a good idea to do that. Now let's send her to the House of Herbs too. I'll send these guys, 2 of them are going to be going to this one, and 2 of them is going to be going to this one. And the last one will be going to, I'll be making a new one, but I'll send them here for a second here. Now I think I have enough assets to go, okay, I don't really need to worry. And we just made a endurance potion. Okay, so, that's actually interesting. I guess we can fix that though, because if we, well, it doesn't really matter because I can just put it 2 and then 1 of them, with the minimum being, some kind of, some low number. So basically, what happened there was because the automated AI thought, okay, you know what? I should be making an endurance potion because I have both these resources. And you went like, okay, I'll make that. And it did that, and look, well, that might be a problem. We don't want that problem. So let's see. Let's get ourselves a bit more bargaining. This is 8, and yeah, this is perfect. I don't know how I took his clothes off without having new clothes. That should not be happening. And let's see if we can get him any more bargaining bonus. Nope. You're going to be going home. He doesn't have that horrible stats, but it's not the best. So what I want to do here is get the transporter and stop him. I'm going to just fire everybody here. And you're going to take everything. I'll basically sell off all the assets here. I'm just going to ruin this building and then sell off all the assets. I can upgrade it further to get more profit out of it, but yeah. The AI will probably run it similar to me because it's the best way to run the building. And let's do this. Oh shit, let's get him some shitty clothing, some cheap. This one is cheap. Actually, this one is cheaper. And you go, girl. Okay, let's send him to our house over here. I don't think you can get a transporter here. Nope, you can't. Actually, I can just send him to one of my new locations and have him transport that over there. And this is like, I think this is really worth it, because if we're basically doubling our income, and that can't really be a bad idea. Oh shit, just misclick there. And stop. Stop. Well, let's send you off to the market. Sell off all these shits. I should have organized this transportation a bit better. Let's go 555 and get in 1 strength, so she's perfect. Let's check on the building. It's too much. What we call it? Too much being produced in terms of wild roses. I have to have 3 people making this, and I'll transport this guy over here, and I'll have my children entering here. Let's play it on 0.5 so I can organize this better. Okay, let's get all this. More workers. I'll have these 2 playing, which means they will be gathering roses, and this guy needs to stop, head home. I'll send her. I'll stop her, and I'll send her. And then you 2 make Spirit of Vine. And if I upgrade this, add more productivity and storage slots, there's no storage capacity, so we can't do anything about that. If we do this, and then I have 1 more person making Spirit of Vine for now, we'll test out if it's better to do 3. Same thing here, productivity, workers, and storage slots. Actually, this works. No, it doesn't. That's a lie. I thought this actually... Wait, does it? No, it's just family information. No, the cake is a lie. Play. His inventory is full. Well, buddy, can you throw off your shit? There you go. Okay, that's going much better. And now we'll do 2 of them making and 1 of them. Let's see what's best for us. We'll also get a transporter. We'll stop her and send her home. Now our first transporter, we'll do 1 trip for now, and that should give us enough money to fuel our very, very, very big operation. Okay, that's 1K. I want you to switch your clothes off. I don't want you using those. Actually, it doesn't matter because he is using patrician clothing, not nobleman's clothing. Nobleman's clothing has a higher bargain bonus. I'll be sending all my transporters over there and then selling off the buildings. And I want you to stop. I'm going to do this instead. And I'll fire off all these people. I could argue like keeping these is better and then selling off whatever remains with including the worker. I don't want to do that. Because I will be selling off these these buildings to the AI, so I'll find one of these fuckers that can afford them. And these are like 3K, 3K, 5K with the transporter. And I mean, it's worth it for me to sell it off and then Heck, I can probably also get a building instead. And that would be profitable for me, getting some money. Now, he is at the market. And sell it off, and boom, 3k, get back. So let's set up a trade route here before the shit gets too much to deal with. Let's do this. And I've been asked how to do a trade route, and this is how exactly. You always save after you change, okay? If you change something specific, spirit of wine. After you change something, always press save trade route. It will not save it properly, so just press it to save yourself all that fucking pain in the ass, okay? And we want to find spirit of wine. Sometimes you won't be able to find the resources over here, so you have to scroll down and find it in its appropriate market or category. So spirit of wine usually is in essentials. We're gonna do the same thing here, but differently here. We're gonna be doing 20 and then 10 and then 1. Let's go this. So it's always capped at this. I'll also add this endurance potion, and I'll do the minimum will be 0 and the maximum will be 10. So it will always try, like if it finds one of them, it will either look for finding 0 to 10, okay? And it will not just stay around if it doesn't find any. And the reason why it's purple, that means there is like an difference between the amount that can possibly load it and the amount that can be possibly sold. So you want to make that go gray or yellowish, gray, orangey. And when that happens, if you have multiple items selected, it will become purple until you have enough maximum. It is so complicated that this is not explained anywhere, and it's so hard to explain because, again, it's not explained anywhere. Like, you have to like try this out yourself, and then when you finish trying it out and figure it out some fucking how, you have to like go, okay, so that's how I do it now. That's interesting. Yeah, it's fucking stupid way how like there's really no tutorial on the the transportation routes. Like, you just have to guess, and that's not really cool or good. Alright, this guy has managed to get here, so what we'll do is we'll close this. We want to keep all the horse-drawn cart because we really need them. And let's have him head home. And I think he was my first building. Yes, he was. Let's fire him. And let's liquidate this building. This was called the Nightshade family, okay? Let's find one of the families that like me. I think we're allied with these guys already. So let's see. They have a bit of a situation here. They're shady, aggressive, everything. Can they afford it though? No, they can't. Or I will be losing too much on this deal. What about this family over here? They should be able to afford it. So it says 1,000. So you saw how much it went down thanks to me selling off that one trader. It's still enough to like justify me just selling it off there, because like my other option is destroying that building, and I don't want to do that. That feels like a stupid idea. Just me not having to deal with it is better. So this guy got robbed. But I mean, he can't really lose anything because he doesn't have anything in his inventory. That's why you have to be careful when you deal with when you deal with transportation and everything. If you're transporting something and it's really high value, get some guards with him. That will save you a lot of trouble. And I'm not talking about like, oh, losing a bit of money. That you can potentially, theoretically, lose all the money invested in a trade. And this was the right one. Nope, it wasn't. Was the Freeman clothes. Let's do this. And I think there was oh, there's actually 2 of them here. And I'll also get another one. And clothing, Freeman. Their starting clothes should give them a bonus to their bargaining. That would make a lot of sense. I don't understand why they haven't done that with the transporters, which is weird. Again, I'm gonna showcase making a route very quick. Spirit. You'll see me saving a couple of times because, you know, saving is important. And I'll also add one of these sweet endurance potions. Just, that's not an endurance potion. That is. And go down here, and I'm just gonna go up to 5. I don't think potentially they can make more than 5. And I'm gonna go 20 here and 10 on the other one. And minimum 10, maximum 10, so it can only pick up 30 at potentially at a one time. But again, the trade route system is bugged, so sometimes it chooses not to listen, and that's why I prefer keeping one slot open. If I do that, that will guarantee me not losing on something, because sometimes they decide, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna buy some flowers, and when that happens, you're screwed over because your transporter cannot transport anymore. And let's do the same thing here. I wish you could copy paste or use it from just make a general one and then be able to use it everywhere. That will save up a lot of time and effort, but that's not a thing, sadly. Speed of fine, and then one of these sweet, oh fuck, not again. Minimum and 5, and go up here 20. And once we have this set up, we'll start raking in the money. Like, I'm not talking about just a couple thousands. Like, we're talking about like increasing our profit by maybe 100k a year if we build all the buildings over to these types of building instead. And let's set her loose. There you go, buddy. And this guy stopped. Why did he stop? That's because I told him to stop. I wanted to give him some stuff. Wanted to look cool and get more bargain bonus. I'm gonna make this my main guy. The reason for that is because he's working under my guy himself. And it will be nice to have him like profiting the most amount. And the distance between the town or the market and my transporters is not that large, so there is really no reason for me to worry about me not being able to like get rid of the stuff before they fill up the market. And where the fuck is he? He has not moved over to my thingamajig. I'm actually gonna get him to go here, pick up some of the stuff, and then go over to my house and put them there. I'll organize it a bit better. It might make some people try to break into my house because the value of the house determines how often people will try to break in, or how often or aggressive they should be. But I'm not afraid that they will try to break in. Now we are making a decent buck. We're almost on the Squire title, and again, we really haven't done anything. I mean, I can upgrade these buildings potentially in the future. There is really no reason for me to do that. But I mean, like, come on, there's not much we can do here. Like, in terms of playing it pretty cool or pretty safe, this is the best way to do it. And this guy's over here. Hey, buddy. I want you to take off your cart. And then you have to suicide for me. Actually, no, I don't have to do that. If I send him home, and I think he works in the full moon, right? I can sell off this building for a higher price, I think. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can do that. Full moon? Yeah. So that guy is basically worth 3k. So let's sell it for 3,200 and get some more money, some sweet money, and boom. That's another 3k, and we don't really have to deal with this building anymore. She's at my house, so I'll drop off all these items and I'll send her over to my House of Herbs over here. Dexterity and strength, that's what he needs. This town should also technically be a bit safer because there's less people around here, which makes it further away from the fuckers that will try to kill me constantly, which is annoying on so many levels. Now, I think I have to do this. This would probably be better. Having it so 2 people are making and 3 people are collecting. That usually is the best way. 3 people collecting, 3 people making seems reasonable also. But I can't do much about it currently over here because, you know, this one has 6 people working plus 1 transporter. That's why it shows 7. And this one has only 5 people working. And why the fuck is this not working properly? Okay. So I should do this for now. Just so I can get rid of this overflow. It seems like my children are really effective at collecting stuff. So, and I feel like I'm missing one of the children here. Like, I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but at least it feels like there's something I'm missing. One of the children is supposed to be working, but they're not. And that's a terrible feeling. Let's send her home and sell off this building. And it's called, it's just a Sniffles. And we're also going to be providing that with these guys. Ooh, they have a grown child. What's her stat? She is pretty fucking horrible. You know what? We'll sell her the building for 3.2k. This is also a way to cripple the other AIs, by the way. If you give them too much money, too many buildings, they need money to hire workers, and they can't really hire those workers if they don't have money and they've spent it all on paying you off. Let's see if we can find another one. These guys have a oh, he's actually a town clerk. He has nothing to mess with. 12k gold. Dude, this man is rich. Sell him off this building. And perfect. And this is going perfectly. These guys are my robbers. Obviously, they're going to be fighting with these guys. I think it's about like, who are these guys? It's this clan over here. The Gundalvulsun. Let's see if we can possibly establish an alliance so they stop attacking me. Now, they have a child, but I want to see her stats. Whoa, high charisma. Should he sell the stats though? I need to find a good possible wife to my heir, so he doesn't have to like go through this shit. I prefer to just like marry from this screen, and the reason for that is because it's easier. It's like basically a forced marriage in the guild too, and that makes it so you don't have to go through the process of like charming somebody and then telling them, okay, you know what, let's get married. That's just a time-consuming and very annoying part of the game. So let's, I mean, I can't really find a very good one. So let's see if we can find somebody that's decent. Preferably of the same age. Just shitty options here. 18 is okay. It's because of patricians, the same as me, holy heck. Hey, you know what? I'll just buy one of these scrubs. She is okay, so let's see if we can buy her. So I'm gonna pay 1,900 for her, okay? And I'm fairly sure there's no way for me to get this deal. You know what? I'm actually tempted. I want her to marry my kid, so like it's a revenge story, okay? There you go. We've been in feud with these guys for like centuries now, and then suddenly like their heir and my heir marry. And this is just a fucking love story of the ages. Let's see if I can get one of my kids here. Sanders, here you go. And these are allied with us. I'm fairly sure if I apply to the council, I'll get it because I have a better relationship. So I think putting my wife there is a good idea. What we can do also, we can change the law of pickpocketing. And what that does is it removes all the pain of having being in this line of work. And we'll put Anna over here. And we'll also make attacking somebody legal so we don't have to deal with it. And there you go. Like, you see how much less I'm being spammed for these with these actions now. And again, the reason for that is because, you know, I'm making everything that might spam me legal. And that is really saved me a lot of a lot of head pain. Okay, so we can grease the wheels again. I'm using grease the wheels because I can afford it, and it is way worth it for me, especially since I can afford it. Now, while that happens, I want to thank everybody for watching, and please drop a like and subscribe. Have a good one.